Yo, what's up, guys? So, yeah, it was a very busy but slow week this week. Unfortunately, not much, or I didn't get as much as I planned, but it's a good thing. Didn't spend that much money. Did get some flyers for a cool night, or a cold summer's night. Us Wrestling Pro Wrestling. Been going around passing those out. So much fun. As you saw, we went to a lot of places, mostly the same places we usually go. Hot Topics, Barnes & Nobles, Box Lunch, book offs. I did get to go to Pearl City Walmart as well as Salt Lake Target. Trying to look for this Disney Lego Disney 100 Icon Villain set. Unfortunately, every place is sold out. However, I did get a few new books from my book collection at Book Off. Bridge to Terabithia. I love the movie. Always wanted to read the book. Finally saw A Wrinkle in Time. It was a great movie. Never read the book. It There were places in the movie that could have been different, so it made me want to read the book. The movie was great, but it's not one of those movies that will make you want to, I guess, see it again. And completed my collection for the Disney's Descendants, Escape from the Isle of the Lost, Book 4, the final book of the series. And while looking at these books, unfortunately, it opened up a whole lot more books to buy. Definitely slowly, though, trying to build a book library. I actually have a pretty great amount of books. Maybe go through that another day. Definitely want to go through a lot of the art books and I guess series books, toy collector books, whatever you want to call it. I did find two pops, Regina from Once Upon a Time. Not bad pricing. It's the regular one. Unfortunately, there is a little dent in the box. But I did want Regina. I had that one and I sold that one a long time ago. But if I'm doing a TV series thing, I definitely want Regina. Also got Marty McFly, Marty in future outfit. Not the Marty I wanted. Jeez. And this is, I guess, from, it says Back to the Future, but most of the, a lot of these are from both Back to the Future 1 and Back to the Future 2. And the final thing I found at Target is something I really didn't think I'd see for a little bit. And that is Disney's NECA Gargoyles Brooklyn. So it literally has Brooklyn in shades, Brooklyn reading the parchment, and Brooklyn that has a sword. It has Goliath, Lexington, Dimona, Bronx, Hudson, and Broadway. There is a Goliath from the video game, the Sega video game, from the Genesis. I seen 3 of them at Target when I picked Brooklyn up. I don't want that one. Next I need Broadway and Lexington, and then I need the female cop and maybe Xanatos. That looks incredible. Not sure if you guys can see it. So it comes with the figure itself, the extra head where its mouth is open, the parchment, what looks like his tail, of course the wings, 2 pairs of separate hands that you can interchange. The one that comes with it is an open palm. There's fists, and there's a what looks like a gun holding, and of course the sword. I have to admit, their NECA is doing some incredible things with the Gargoyles series. Box is a little screwed up, but that's alright. They finally did also come out with the first season for the Super 7 Silverhawks, the Ultimate. So I have to order Monster. Fortunately, I had plans to do stuff this week, and I've been sick, so a lot of the plans have gone up in smoke. So I'm sorry to only have this much, but this weekend is another small expo at Searside in Pearl Ridge. There's stuff I'm looking at Pearl Ridge. The normal Hot Topics, Box Lunch, GameStop, Razors, Book Off, the Chaos at HI Collectors, Mini Q's, and then of course heading up Ala Moana, Downtown Book Off, Ala Moana, hopefully Box Lunch, Hot Topic, the Lego store to see if the villain set came in. Maybe Target? Down, down Target Ala Moana instead of Target Salt Lake, see what they have. Maybe they might have Brooklyn there. Uh, 4 huge movies are currently out, which have been missing. Disney's Little Mermaid, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, DC's Flash, not Into the Spider-Verse, but the newer one, and of course Transformers Rise of the Beast just came out a couple days ago. Still taking medication, still a bit not great. Oosh. But I'm getting there. And then we have wrestling this week. 2, I guess, concerts, both on Thursday and Friday, in downtown Honolulu. Saturday and Sunday is a huge expo. Hopefully I can hit that on Sunday. It is Super Saturday. 100 vendors. This is the second annual. The first one was the Saturday after Black Friday, but it was only one day. This one is 2 days. And I think at the end of this month is, if you like wrestling, another wrestling event. Micromania or Micro Wrestling World Tour down at the Republic. Lots of great things happening this month. Hopefully we can relax a little next month. Lots of great things happening for the rest of the year. Got a huge amount of stuff coming in September and October. Literally all my G.I. Joe classifieds are ordered. Some Star Wars stuff. It's insane. If you don't know, if you are a G.I. Joe classifieds fan, the HasLab is currently going on for the G.I. Joe Dragonfly. It is supposed to be 2.5 feet long, so we're talking huge. Enough to fit a 6-inch figure in. And then, of course, the wingspan. So with the wings, it should be maybe about this. It's going to be huge, guys. It comes with a stand, some interchangeable parts, which I'm not a big fan of. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of the stand, not the stand it'll be coming on, but the helicopter stands itself. The original Dragonfly stand that I had for some reason broke. It looks very flimsy, so I wouldn't even be messing around with playing with that, especially for that price. They took away the button where you get to spin the blades, so it's just manually spinning it. They do have a winch, but it's a separate thing that you can put under the wing. Uh, it looks incredible. There's light up displays, there's searchlights on the bottom. You can put extra stickers on it. Like I said, it looks incredible. The biggest reason I want it is because of the characters it's coming with. Like the Cobra Hiss, it's coming with 4 extra characters. The first one, of course, is the pilot, Wild Bill. As a fan of the original G.I. Joe cartoon, I loved Wild Bill. He was more of a character than Ace was, as far as the flying vehicles go. In fact, a lot of the flying vehicles we never really got a chance to see their character. Ace and Lift Ticket was very much the same serious character. Ace, of course, was the Sky Striker. Lift Ticket was the Tomahawk. Slipstream again, the Conquest X30. Same character wise as Ace. Very serious. The Stealth Bomber. I think his name was Ghost Rider or Ghost something. Never seen his character ever. Even so most of the ground characters, Steeler had a character. It was literally one of the most annoying characters. I wouldn't, not annoying as a bad way, where he annoyed, but annoying as a worse way, as you never really cared about the character. Clutch was awesome. He was the VAP driver. Steeler, of course, the Mobat, the tank. The Mauler driver. Forget what he was called. Sucked. Very serious, no real character. So the cover girl was the Wolverine. She was, I think, the only woman driver for a long time in G.I. Joe. Her character was very outgoing and fun. Truthfully, so Scarlet, of course, was the first female G.I. Joe. She was beautiful, could kick butt. and she trained as a ninja. So of course she could kick butt. Lady J was Scarlet was more of a country girl. Lady J was more of the beautiful, classy type of woman, but I couldn't get behind of her character. I thought she was beautiful. Couldn't get behind of her character. CoverGirl was the literally the grease monkey. Let me work on my cars, my tank. Let me just do what I love to do. I got your back no matter what type of girl. If you ever watched the cartoon, Cross Country was awesome. He was the Havoc pilot, which was the tank like thing that they used after the Maulers. I love the Mauler itself. The Mobat was great because it was electronic and mobile. It wasn't a remote control, unfortunately. You could only use the turret to turn it or make it go forward or back. I don't think the Mauler had that, but it still looked better than the Mobat. And the Havoc didn't have that, but it was a smaller, more centered vehicle and mainly used after the in the GI Joe series. I think maybe season 2 was usually the Mauler and the Havoc. But Wild Bill was insanely funny. Whenever they used the Dragonfly, he was the country boy, cowboy. I just, I love the character. The second, or the first upgrade is a Night Force version of Ripcord. So, in the live action film G.I. Joe, the first one, they had Ripcord as a black man. In the comics and the animated series, he was a white guy. He had more character in the live action movie, but he sucked. It was not Ripcord. The Ripcord in the cartoon, it was either he was very dull or he was very outgoing. There was no in between. You either liked him or you didn't. I never liked the character, but I liked the idea of the character. If that, I liked the idea that G.I. Joe had paratroopers. I mean, it's a military unit, so I never understood why everybody wasn't really a paratrooper, but he was a specialist. And then, to make matters worse, he was a paratrooper that was green and black camouflage. I mean, I get it. When you land in a forest, you'll be literally undetectable. But green and black camouflage coming down from the sky is not camouflage. And the Night Force version of Ripcord is not either. He's black in a black outfit, totally black outfit, uh, with a green parachute, but I do think that makes a lot more sense for night missions, and he looks a lot better dressed like that. They have not released the second or third upgrades yet. But I will tell you the third upgrade, I'm pretty sure we all know, is a retro version of General Hawk. I'm not sure which retro version, if it's the original all green from the original 13, or if it's the camouflage with the pilot jacket. I'm guessing it's that one because it would match the whole helicopter pilot air thing. I'm hoping that Hawk comes with also a jetpack. It would be cool to have a Halo jumper with Ripcord and literally the commander of G.I. Joe with a jetpack. And Hawk and Duke usually always wore the jetpacks. And so the only thing that's left is slot 2. And there's only 2 people that I can think of that can fill that spot. However, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos of people saying who'd be in that spot. And a guy made a serious point of, well, this is what came with the Cobra Hiss tank, so this is what might come with the Dragonfly, and the option was a female G.I. Joe character. I could see that happening. It's a possibility. Would I want it? No. What I would love for that additional character would be Airborne. If you remember on the original Dragonfly box, it was Airborne and Wild Bill in the cockpit of the Dragonfly. So to have that character would be insane. Wild Bill the pilot, Airborne the co-pilot, having Ripcord on the outside with Hawk on the outside, it would make a lot of sense. The other character I could possibly think would be Crazy Legs. He is the newer Halo jumper, paratrooper. His outfit kind of resembled Airborne, so he was much more of a cross between Ripcord and Airborne. However, his character isn't well known. I think he was only in the comics a couple times. I don't think he was ever in the cartoon. But it would make sense to have another jumper. Anyway, I'm still a little bit under the weather. I'm kind of thinking of ordering the Dragonfly. I have to July 17th to actually make my mind up. I have no place to put it. And, there's a lot of things currently going on. So I'm kind of waiting to see what happens. So, but I mean, I'll let you know later on if I do end up ordering it. I am waiting on the Cobra Hiss tank. I think that is in November. Maybe sooner, maybe later. Like I said, lots of things is going on. So I'll keep you guys informed. Uh, might be heading to bed. It's been a long day and it's probably going to be a long day tomorrow. Unfortunately, with this sickness, I have been, through no fault of my own, being woken up early. And when I mean early, for the past couple of days, I've been up at midnight. Or one, stay in bed, trying to fall back to sleep, but not until 4. Finally getting out of bed and trying to do something. Today I did the same thing. This morning I did fall back asleep though, around 5, and got up at 8, so I've got a little bit more sleep. Uh, I'll see how today goes. Got some stuff to do tomorrow as normal. Already got stuff lined up to show you guys. And of course working on some video game stuff, as if you guys been checking out my YouTube page. Street Fighter came out, Diablo came out, the end of the month AEW Fight Forever is coming out. I think at the end of the month Front Mission Remake is coming out. Lots of things to worry about. Finally seen Mortal Kombat 1. Lots of great things to talk about in video game world. Lots of great video games coming out. So, be good, be safe, try and treat everybody as you want to be treated. Remember, we're all human, we're all in this world. Be careful with your bodies. There's a lot of things going around. A lot of things can happen accidentally. So keep wary of your surroundings. Try and help your fellow man and fellow woman whenever you can. It's getting to be a very dangerous world. And if we're just sitting back and not doing nothing, it's going to get worse. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. If you subscribe, thank you so much. More stuff is coming. Like I said, I'm trying to build this into not only toys and collector stuff. Started with video games. Definitely going to push video games. Definitely trying to push books. I have a bunch of ideas in my head. There's definitely one thing I want to do, and that's on video game. But there's stuff I need for it. But if it gets done, we might be going out somewhere, some around the world. Possibly. So lots of good things to look forward to. See you soon, guys. Hopefully sometime this week.